Hey everyone, it's Tanya from Royal City Nursery, and today we're going to show you how to properly water. And I know that sounds kind of strange, and we all look at it and go, yeah, I can pour water in a plant. Absolutely, we all can do this, but there is a little bit of science to it to make sure, one, that you're actually getting all the water the plant needs to where the plant needs it, and two, you're using as little water as physically possible. So you're doing a lot of water conservation. Super important thing, right? Water's an amazing natural resource, and we want to make sure that it's there for generations to come. So in front of me, I've got an annual hanging basket. This one happens to be geraniums and petunias, but the principles for this are going to be the same for every hanging basket, for most of your houseplants. Most, not all. There's always one that's got to be different. And for any of your pots that are around the outside as well. Your best moisture meters, you've got 10 of them actually attached physically to your body. You want to stuff your finger in. We're going to stuff our finger into the soil. Now this one was watered this morning, so I know I don't need to do anything to it. But we want to stuff our finger into the soil, and when it feels dry to the first knuckle, you're ready to water. We're further ahead to give it a good, thorough soaking all at once. So on a hanging basket, you want to make sure you're checking them every day. On your vegetable pots, outside planters, check them every day. On your house plants inside, you're probably going to check them every 2. And again, once they're dry to the first knuckle, you're ready to water. In terms of our hanging baskets, if you want to fertilize, you can do that at the same time. Easiest fertilizer to use is this one. And why do we like this one? You can hear it, it's granular. So this one actually gets taken into the soil, and this goes in once every 6 weeks. So every time you water, every time it rains, you get just a titch more fertilizer. You're not going to do this in the garden right now. In the middle of July, too hot. Your gardens don't need fertilizing right now. Your annuals and your vegetables do. So when we think about watering, one of the easiest things to do is use a wand. Right, so there's a couple of different wands. This is one that we actually love specifically for hanging baskets. Why do we love that? Because when you're up over something, look at the hook on this, right? I want to make sure that I'm getting water into the pot, which is what this hook will do. Most water wands look like this. And this is the same ones we use here at the garden center. So this is on, so I'm not, Emma, if I get you, I'm sorry. There we go. Right, so we've got a nice gentle water breaker, but I want to make sure that I'm actually getting water right in the center of the plant. So if you actually look at the angle on this one, I have to put the hose up a little bit on the end in order to make sure I get water all the way into the pot. Again, if I've got lots of baskets, this one is a little bit easier. You can see the difference in the hose. When I'm watering the ground, again, and we'll pop this little guy up here. So if I'm watering anything that's in ground, I want to be watering as close to the ground as possible and as close to the plant as possible, just like this, right? So again, I can use this in a pot, or I can use it in the ground. And if I'm watering something in a pot, I just want to make sure that I'm filling that pot. And I'm going to fill that pot again when it's dry. So I'm stuffing my finger into the soil. In the garden, a little bit different. I may want to dig a small hole and see what's going on. In the garden, trees like this, our shrubs, our perennials do not need water every day. Please don't do it. You're better off to do a thorough soaking once every 5 to 7 days, and you do more water all at once as opposed to little water all the time. If you want to do things in a watering can, if it helps with the visual, for a pot this size, this is a 3-gallon pot. I'm going to fill this watering can, and I'm going to do this for one plant this size every time. So in this watering can, this is a little over a gallon. So if you've got some big trees need water too. So again, you can do that with a wand, or even take your hose. You're going to take your wand off. I'll come out here so you can see it. Make sure you've got a really good connector on the end. And if I'm doing a tree, all I want to do is turn this on a bare trickle. So something like that, or I can even take this piece off and just have it on a trickle. And I'm going to lay it at the base of my tree, big tree, for about 30 to 45 minutes, once every 10 days to 2 weeks. On a new planting, we're going to back that up, so you're every 5 to 7 days. I hope that helps. Again, when we think about watering, super important to do it right because it's hot. And more importantly, the awesome part is when we're watering our yards and gardens, we've got to remember the water conservation. So when we think about what restrictions the cities have, those times are totally enough to do your garden spaces. Your lawns can wait. If you need to do your lawn because you've done some treatment with some nematodes, no problem. If you're doing your lawn because you've got some grass seed growing, no problem. Otherwise, let's leave your lawn fend for itself until it gets a little bit cooler. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.